Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's literally amazing of where we stand today. All the prophecies are being fulfilled. Right, well, so many of the, by the way, all the prophecies are being fulfilled, but most of the prophecies that are given to us in the Bible have already come to pass. Literally, they have been literally fulfilled. Now, this is the amazing thing. Everything the Bible spoke about is happening right before our very eyes, and I want to get into this about the one world government, because I keep repeating myself because I gotta warn people, this is not a joke, this is for real, this is what is going on right before our very eyes. Because the Bilderbergs, their first goal was met, and what their goal was to unite all the European countries economically, and they were successful. They created the European Union, and their next step was to create an African Union. That was by 2010, and they were successful. They created an African Union, and then they created an Asian Union, and they want to create a South Southern Union, Western Union. They want to unite everything. These are the 10 kings. They're because the Club of Rome, which is a 300 member committee, 300 member committee. They have regionalized the world up into 10 sections. So, this is what their next step is. So they have a European Union, they have an African Union, they have an Asian Union, and they want to make a Western Union. They want to do all of that. But what is underway right now, so many people do not realize this, but this is for real, okay? What is underway right now is a North American Union, which is Canada, U.S., and Mexico emerge into one super country, just like Europe, okay? Just like the European Union. We're going to share the same currency, which is going to be the Amero, or maybe they'll change it to the North American dollar. And it's literally amazing, like all the stuff that's happening right now. Like Canada and U.S. have signed a special treaty militarily that the Canadian military and the United States military are working together, and that the U.S. military will be able to go on Canadian soil when they get permission from the Canadian government. But this is not going to last, because the the North American Union is underway, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Where Canada, U.S., and Mexico emerge into one super country, because you guys can actually check it up right now if you want. They already have it under construction. It's called the NAFTA Highway, super highway. That's going to come from Mexico to the United States, right into Canada. This has nothing to do with free trade. This is what I want people to get. This has nothing to do with free trade. This has to do with total destruction of sovereign countries. The death of Canada is basically what they're doing. They're calling for the end of Canada, the end of Mexico, and the end of the United States. And by the way, the World Trade Organization, they're calling for the end of Canada's national sovereignty, and they're calling for the end of the United States sovereignty. They're uniting all the countries. That's why we are merging into a super country. Can't you see what they're doing, ladies and gentlemen? They have a European Union, which was number one, because there was a guy, I forget which year it was, his name was Leon Trotsky. He said, first, we need the United States of Europe, and then we will progress to the United States of the world. They're going for global domination. This is what they're doing, ladies and gentlemen. They're uniting each country. So when you have an African Union, an Asian Union, a European Union, a North American Union, and with the other stuff that they want to do, a Western Union, they're going to unite them all together so they can get their global totalitarian system running. This is the New World Order, which they're bringing. It's already here. That's why the New World Order is working behind the scenes in uniting all the countries. And even Henry Kissinger, he gives no bones about it. He said, right, this was in the Los Angeles Times, ladies and gentlemen. See if you can look it up on the internet. Maybe you'll find it. I don't know, but I saw it. Listening to a thing that they were showing, like all the presidents called for a New World Order. This is for real, people. People need to realize that this is not a joke. This is what's really going on. But Henry Kissinger, in the Los Angeles Times, he said the NAFTA thing has nothing to do with free trade. He said, is an amazing architect towards a new world order. It's an amazing creation towards world government. And even David Rockefeller said the same thing. It's a good thing for a one world atmosphere, North atmosphere or whatever atmosphere, he said. They're uniting all the countries. They're destroying sovereignty because they want to get rid of nation states. They want to get rid of nation states, ladies and gentlemen. And this is exactly what they're doing. Because they say, you know why they're getting rid of nation states? Because we have our rights. We have sovereignty. We're our sovereign country. They don't like that because they don't have control when we have that. So that's why they're going to replace nation states with a one world government. That's what they're doing. This is exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. So our world has been hijacked by the internationalists, the globalists, you name it. Our countries are in handcuffs, and there's nothing that we can do about it. And they're using fear and manipulation to throw onto the society, saying we need to do something very quickly or else the world's going to self-destruct itself. So the only way we can do that is if we all unite, which is a bunch of bull. Because they want a big government, which means more control for them. And that's why they want a cashless society as well. I want to get into this. It's literally amazing what they are doing. People need to connect the dots. Yeah, before I get into this, even President Obama, okay? He said we must tie global citizenship together. No matter how strong a nation is or how weak a nation is, a country cannot solve its problem on its own. We must all come together as one in this bright new world. Leadership in Washington will not remove this burden off of us. So you understand what he's saying? No matter how strong a nation is or how weak a nation is, they cannot solve their problems on their own. So we all have to come together. And as a nation states, people that think nations can stand alone is a lie. The nation state is dead. We all have to come together as one. But I want to get into this right here. World government is coming, ladies and gentlemen. The North American Union is underway. They have it all under construction. Even my Prime Minister, Stephen Harper, said it. We'll do it through superhighways. And we're already living in a global economy. Many people don't realize that. So all that you need now is a world government to support it. So I want to get into this, and then I want to explain this for the time that is left here. Revelation chapter 13 from 16 to 18. And he causes all, the small and the great and the rich and the poor and the free man and the slaves, to be given a mark on their right hand or on their forehead. And he provides that no one should be able to buy or to sell except the one who has the mark, either the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for the number is that of a man, and his number is 666, which is 666. So no one's going to be able to buy or sell. Now this is taking over the monetary system, because they're going to have four things: a one world government, a one world religion, a one world monetary system, and a one world military power. Isn't that significant that Tony Blair is calling for NATO to become the New World Order's army? He's actually calling for it. We need a New World Order army. And they showed the exercises and everything, like people of the world, or people, these trainings that you are seeing before you today, these soldiers do not present the past, but the present. Such exercises as these makes it very possible to create a new world order. They don't care anymore because these people have advanced so much. So this is what's happening. And they're actually calling for a one world food regulator, controlling over the food supplies. Like all the things are here, ladies and gentlemen. Because for them to have everything under their control, they have to be monitoring. And that's what they're doing. They're monitoring everything. The phone calls, the emails, the faxes, you name it. Everything is monitored. Even with the drones. Because they were showing a thing that happened. They didn't know if these people were armed or not, so they got a drone to fly over, and they were able to look into the barn or whatever they were. There was 3 individuals or 4, and they were able to tell if they were armed or not, and they weren't. They called the SWAT team in. The SWAT team went right in, and they were showing all kinds of stuff. There's going to be no place to hide at all. Like they have these birds that are drones. They look like birds on the power lines, watching the people, and when they go in, they follow them and everything, even little bugs. It's just incredible of where we are. But I want to get into this. Biometrics, ladies and gentlemen. This must be resisted. We must resist tyranny, because this is all that it is. And history shows, before they went into tyranny, into dictatorship, they always confiscated the firearms of their own people. And this is what they're doing. This is a global effort. So I want to get into this. They are getting people ready for the mark of the beast. They're getting people used to paying with their hands and with their face. Biometrics, 3 measurements of the body. You're going to have to put your hand on a machine. It's going to analyze your hand, a hand ametry machine. Now your hand becomes digital, and you put these things on your eyes so you can do an iris scan, and they take a digital photograph of your face so you can do facial recognition. And now all these new computers coming out are going to be mandatory. It's to protect you from fraud. So you're going to have to do a digital palm scan. It's going to read your vein pattern on the hand, and that's how you're going to turn on your computer. They're making it all sound nice. Fast and easy access. Okay? But it's a bunch of bull. Okay? This is a bunch of bull, people. They're getting people ready for the mark of the beast, getting people used to paying for with their hands and with their face, and even on some cell phones they can turn it on just by looking at, doing a facial recognition thing. And there's another thing called eye lock, about iris scans, and starting this fall, the children going to school are going to be doing a new program, which is they're going to do getting their eye scan when they go onto the bus, you name it. They're getting people prepared, and your eyes are connected to your head. They're getting people ready. And what's the Bible say? He caused all to receive a mark. Where? On the right hand or on the forehead. And that's with facial recognition. They all make it sound good, but isn't this funny? Because they show it. The girl goes on her computer by facial recognition, but yet if she walks away, they said your own computer recognizes you, so if you walk away, nobody else can go on your computer because your computer automatically shuts off. Oh, isn't that significant? It shuts off. How does it shut off? Unless somebody from the other side is watching you. But people are getting used to this. They're accepting it. So many people know what their favorite movie star is, but they know nothing at all about the Constitution, because it's totally against the Constitution, ladies and gentlemen. And they actually said this too. Biometrics is coming everywhere, okay, ladies and gentlemen? They're getting ready. This is the New World Order's plan, is to get everybody under biometrics. Because what's it called? Yeah, the world's already headed in that direction. India, 1.2 billion of its citizens have already gone into biometrics. They're going everywhere. They said this is how it's going to work. Like you guys know about the national ID card. The only way that you're going to be able to take money out of the bank, because on that card is going to be a fingerprint. You're going to have to put a digital thumb scan to take money out. So you're going to put your card in your fingerprints on it. So you put your card into the machine, and now the only way that you can take money out, because it's reading your finger, you're going to have to put your thumb on a digital thumb scan with that red light, and it's going to read your thumb, and it's going to match the thumb scan that is on your card. If it accepts it, it recognizes it, then your money will come out. This is total control. This is dictatorship. This is dead wrong. This is against the Constitution, and we got to stand up against this tyranny, because that's all that it is tyranny, ladies and gentlemen. People need to wake up and put the pieces together and see where they're bringing us. This is their global system. It's not about us anymore. It's about these ruling elite. This is exactly what they're doing. And plus, listen to this. Oh, some people don't remember their PIN number. So how are they going to do it? And they said, you won't need a PIN anymore when you pay for everything with your face. They have a new thing that they have right now under development. It's called, what's it called? Unicon. I'm your new friend. Just push OK. Whenever you go pay for something, you just look at this camera and it automatically takes your picture. So I guess you have digital electronic cash. So it automatically takes your picture because you're already in the system. So it automatically takes money out of your account, and that's how you're going to pay it. So imagine going to a store and your wallet is already there. They're advertising it, ladies and gentlemen. People do not care. Like these new cell phones, the government wants everybody to relate on them. You just talk to your cell phone because it's under voice recognition. They're showing it all. You just touch. Pay by touch. Face payments. Like, I can go on, ladies and gentlemen. This is for real, and this must be resisted. Not if, but when it comes, because this is coming. There's no stopping this. This is coming. They're going to say this is a new thing to protect us from identity fraud, but it's a bunch of bull. This is a control grid of the elite, and they're not controlling my life. I'm telling you right now. I'm standing up against these scumbags, because their New World Order will fail in the long run. They will be successful for a little bit, but they're going to fail at the end, because GS is going to destroy this New World Order at the second coming. And this is all I got to say. People, please do your research. Don't take my word for it. Do your own research and see what is going on. You cannot trust your government. The government is corrupt. As they say, absolute power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. I'm signing off, and God bless you all. And stand up. We are the resistors. God bless you all.